So we're here at the NDA session for the Samsung Galaxy S24 series, and unlike our previous NDA sessions with Samsung, today I'm gonna focus on the experiences with the Galaxy S24 that focuses on AI. So we got here the Galaxy S24 series, we got here the Ultra, the base variant, and also the Plus version. It's quite similar to the previous generation that we got three variants, but as you can see, this one has a different color because it's the Ultra and it packs a titanium body. So first, before that, let me just tell you that the briefing that was done earlier focuses on the experiences with the Galaxy S24 series. So the details and the specifications were not discussed to us. So I'm gonna rely on everything na kung ano yung experience ko with the Galaxy S24 right now. So first, let's talk about the Galaxy S24 series, S24 and the S24 Plus. These two are almost the same, just like the previous generation. So let me just tell you that the Galaxy S24 is actually pretty handy. Just like before, it almost has the same design. We got here a flat display, of course the flat sides, but we got here some matte na glass at the back. I actually like it. And yeah, almost similar to the previous generation, but holding this one is actually pretty handy and really portable. But if you want something more than a smartphone, you could go for the Plus version, which has a larger display, but an almost the same camera setup. So for the size, as you can see, it's almost the same, but this one has a bigger na body and of course a bigger display. So we got here the Galaxy S24 Ultra, the Ultra variant, and of course it does look almost similar to the previous generation, but it actually has some changes. First, as you can see in here, we still got here the camera module that looks like similar to the other Galaxy smartphones. Fine, it's very similar. It's now the identity of Galaxy smartphones. On the side, we got here, I believe these are titanium, and the curves are actually pretty better. This is actually better compared to the previous generation. It feels better in the hand, the grip, and also the portability of the Galaxy S24 Ultra, because normally the Ultra variants of the Galaxy S24 are heavier and also doesn't feel as handy as the other smartphones like the S24 and the S24 Plus. So looking at it, we got here the S Pen below, the speaker grill, and of course the USB Type-C, the card tray. On the other side, we got here the power button and also the volume rocker. Now looking at it, the display is actually different now. This is actually one of the biggest changes when it comes to its design. The Galaxy S24 Ultra still has this large display, yes, but the bezel is actually not curved anymore. So this is actually a flat display. So using the S Pen on this one is a lot better and more comfortable. So whether you're writing using S Pen or just scribbling down notes on the smartphone, this won't be a problem anymore as we got here a flatter display. And yes, the UI is pretty much similar. Everything is almost similar actually, but there's one thing that the Galaxy S24 has that other Galaxy smartphones doesn't have, and it's the focus on AI. So one of the main focuses with hardware this year is how AI will work with devices. And with Snapdragon and Exynos, well, they've improved the NPU of these smartphones to have a better AI experience. And with these three new Galaxy smartphones, well, not much has been done when it comes to the aesthetics, when it comes to the design, but they do have a big leap when it comes to AI. So now let me show you some of these cool things with the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and let's see how AI can help us in our everyday productivity, work, or even the camera, on how AI can help us in our daily routine. So one of the things that I want to focus on is of course for productivity. So we got here of course the Samsung smartphones, we got here the focus on AI. So let me show you just an article. So we got here of course my review of the Galaxy Z Fold 5, a long-term review. And one of the use case for AI is actually for summarizing the content. So for example, I'm gonna highlight this one, select all, and I'm gonna use this button, which is the AI button. So I'm gonna summarize this one, and as you can see, I actually summarized it a while ago, but you could see in here in bullet form everything that I want to know about the Galaxy Z Fold 5 that I've done. So we got here of course Features zero gap hinge, improved cameras, of course the design. So if you've read my review, this is the summary of my review of the Galaxy Z Fold 5. This is an amazing feature, especially if you love reading news in the morning and you want to, take less time in reading. You can use the summarize feature on using the Samsung Internet Browser. And of course, if you want to have a different summary style, you could choose the detailed one. Done. So just summarizing once again in just a few seconds. There we go. We got here more detailed summary of the Galaxy Z Fold 5 review that I've done. So as you can see in here, these are more detailed summary of my review. This is pretty amazing. Again, if you love reading articles, if you love watching things on your smartphone and you want to read some of the transcript, well, you could do this one with the Galaxy S24 Ultra. The Galaxy AI is really amazing, and unfortunately this one is only available on the Samsung Internet Browser, so you need to use the browser app and this button for AI. You could actually do also translation if you want, but of course this is already in English, but if you want you could translate it into Japanese, and then this one is, yeah, there we go, in Japanese now. This is pretty amazing. So one of the use case of AI for the Galaxy S24 series is the circle to search. So let me show you the Galaxy S24 Ultra. So we're going to open gallery. Of course, we got here an image, and if you want to use circle to search, just hold the home button and this one will appear. You want to encircle the thing that you need to search, and that is the Adidas shoes. It will already give you the things or the listings about this thing that you've encircled. Of course, it works on other things such as this one. I believe that is a taxi. There we go. So this one is pretty smart. This one is available for Google Lens, but the thing in here is that you could encircle to search, unlike the previous Galaxy smartphones that you need to use Google Lens for each image. But here's the other thing. There's another feature that I also love about AI on this one. So for example, we got here again this image. Press this button and we can use the master button to improve the image. If you want to sharpen it up, you got the better colors, you could use the remaster button. You got here the before, and then we got here the after. Basically, the image now is a lot better with the after using remaster. But this one is pretty cool. We got also here the object eraser. So if you want to remove some objects, example this taxi, just tap on this one and press erase. And there we go. It uses AI to erase the taxi. This one is pretty cool if you want to have a better image. But of course, you could also use other features such as erase shadows and erase reflections. Unfortunately, we do not have an image of a reflection or of a shadow here, but it does show us that AI really works on the Galaxy S24 series. After the communication hub, and I want to show you how AI works in communication. So basically, we got here a message in Japanese, but if you want, you can translate it into English, which is your, the language that you understand. This is really cool, especially if you're traveling or you receive messages in other languages. And of course, there are other things that you could also do. So for example, we got here a message, it's in Korean, but you can already translate it into English. And we also got here a message, or the message that we're gonna send in Spanish, but we can actually translate it immediately to English. There we go. It's already in English and we can already send this one. As you can see in here, there we go. It's as easy as a few taps just to translate it into the language that you want to translate. But not only that, this one also works in calls. So if you got a call, you're talking to someone in Chinese, in Japanese, or Korean, or in Spanish, well, this one actually works. You could call someone, and then of course you could have a live translation of the call. Unfortunately, when I've tried it earlier in English, well, of course, kaya walang problema, it can translate it easily. But when I was using Chinese, well, maybe it needs a lot of improvement in other languages, as my diction or my intonation on how I say say words in other languages isn't that good. So hindi niya nakukuha yung tamang translation for other languages. But it's pretty helpful, especially if you're calling someone who doesn't understand English, because it already translates from their language to your language, or your language to their language. So, well, basically Samsung, in the initial call, Samsung will inform the one you're calling na it's using live translate. So malalaman niya na it's translating, it's using the smartphone or the AI to translate those words into their words or their words to your words. So yeah, pretty cool feature but not perfect. So I guess that's it for the Galaxy S24 series. So if you're looking for something more portable, more handier rather, you could go for the S24 and the S24 Plus. These are still cool smartphones despite not having all the ultra features such as the S Pen, and a better camera. But we still got here the AI features that was introduced here with the Galaxy S24 series. But if you want, the best of all features, you want the best of the best, you could go for the S24 Ultra. Of course, we got here the AI, but we do have here a better camera, the S Pen, and of course a larger display. This is really meant for note-taking because of the larger display. And again, if you're a gamer, if you're a power user, I would suggest going for the S24 Ultra. So I guess that's it for our video for today. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be sure to click that subscribe button along with that bell button to get notified of our latest videos here in my YouTube channel. So once again, I am JamOnline.ph. Thank you for watching and see you guys again in my next video.